Suggestions, advice for parents. Well, parents, this is a transition for you too. Going to college is going to be good for your family member. It's going to be good for you. You're going to be rewarded, and you're going to have more free time, more freedom, more gratification. The level and quality of the conversations you're going to have with your child are going to improve. You're going to have more of an adult-to-adult relationship. You're going to enjoy this. It's also a time for you to re-examine your priorities in life. How do you want to live? How do you want to spend your time? What are you going to do with this great gift of time that's been given by your child's perhaps moving on in some ways, to the extent they ever do move on? There are lots of things that you can do that are very positive and helpful. Allowing your child to make his or her own choices. If they ask you for additional money, if you can afford it, to enable them to join certain groups or have certain kinds of optional college experiences, that'd be hugely helpful. Most important thing, I think, is to be there for them, to listen and to be a sounding board, to wait till they come to you and ask you for advice, and trying not to be what we call these days the helicopter parent, which is the parent that hovers over the child, trying to influence their every decision. And I realize if you have a kid who's made a lot of bad decisions, you're going to be very worried about this, but you can't live their life for them in college. And there are a lot of things that the colleges are not allowed by law to talk to you about, because your son or daughter has what are called privacy rights. So it's going to be an adjustment for you too, but ultimately it's freeing, and it's a good thing for parents, and there are going to be a lot of rewards. There's one very good book I'd recommend for parents. It's written by a woman whose name is Karen Coburn, and it's a book called Leaving Home, and you'll enjoy that. And clearly, you ought to sit down and talk with your kid about what kind of relationship do you want to have after he or she goes to college. How are you going to define the parameters of that relationship? What are your responsibilities? What are their responsibilities? What could that kid expect from you, and what should you expect from that child? It's really important to talk that through in advance, and to the extent you can, extend to them unconditional love. They're going to need it, believe me. So there's no magic formula here. It's going to be a lot of trial and error. But I would say the more freedom you can give them before they go to college, the better they're going to do. If they don't experience any freedom before they go to college, oh God, you're in for a rough time. And your child is probably going to make a lot of dumb choices. So in some ways, the best preparation for college is the freedom and trust you can give them before they go to college. And that will reward both of you very deeply. So good luck.